No, dude, Tom McDonald to me is
your favorite musician ever.
honestly.
He's
that's
your
what,
Eddie Van Halen, dude.
Tom McDonald.
We've never
is
seen
what
talent
we
like
get.
this, dude.
I mean, I think that he's ahead of his time. He's going to be considered the best that's ever done anything.
Look, man,
Anything at all. Architects, doesn't matter. He's the best artist.
this is no hate to you and your people, but I think as a society, when we allowed white rappers, we allowed on their coattails to come in. And I'm not putting you with the Tom McDonalds.
Please do.
You know what I'm saying? But behind your Eminems and your like atmospheres
Yeah.
and your people like that,
Idea, rest in peace.
you got your yeah, exactly. You got your Adam Calhouns and your Tom McDonalds.
Welcome back to This Place Sucks.
Now we're rolling.
Today we've
dude.
got Shady Jamie Shade.
Yeah, either way, you
Your comic's favorite comic, dude. from
That's
Louisville,
what I've been
Kentucky.
told.
It's our boy. He's going to be on our show, This Place Sucks, in Madison, March 7th at the Red Bicycle
It's going to
Hall.
be epic.
It's going to be badass. This is our first time meeting. Him and Jordan, they've been friends for many years
And it was
now.
just like meant to be. Meeting you, I just feel like.
Oh, dude, I really felt like stepbrothers earlier, man. We were coming in the
well, I
steps
was even
together.
saying that
was
I'd probably have sex with you already.
Yeah.
for sure.
I'd put
we would-
out.
we
He
would.
told
First
me
date,
that. He's like, you
I'd
didn't
put
tell me
out.
your boy was so downright
Yeah,
fuckable.
I would put out for sure.
And that's what they tell me. Dude.
Yeah, you give me a
I
2
hear
for
that a lot,
22
man.
at Applebee's. It's
But
a
yeah,
sealed deal.
We saw each other at Planet of the Tapes, man. We hit it off. I told him like several times because we hit it off for a while. I was like, you're going to love Joey, dude. And they've just been thick as thieves. But yeah, man, he's going to be at the show March 7th. You guys got to come out and see it, man. Up top, we can do it again at the end. But you got any other dates coming up?
I'm at Caravan the 5th of that week.
Caravan March 5th?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And we'll talk about this because it's fucking this Monday coming up. What is this Monday? The date? I don't think you can.
The 24th.
The 24th.
That's when this episode drops. It'll drop that
It's
Monday.
dropping on a day where I'm doing a fucking show at a guy's 12-step recovery.
Oh, yeah, you were
at a
telling
church.
me about that.
Damn.
See how that goes.
Is it going to be a clean set?
No, they said just talk my shit.
Psh.
No, I'm gonna go in there and talk just bad.
Hell yeah.
Now, are you going to, how are you going to play your own sobriety in a 12-step environment? Because, to them, oh, dude, if you're drinking, you'll be back on drugs
Well, I
before
got
you
jokes
know
about
it.
AA, and I'm saying them.
Hell, you need to.
That's
I've been working on an AA bit.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. But, yeah, dude, AA is it's ripe for the picking, dude.
I tried it. It's not for me.
Yeah, same. I did it for years.
Mainly because they wanted me to quit doing drugs.
When they said no drugs at all.
I was like, whoa, I thought this place was to get pussy.
Yeah, that's the 13th step nobody talks about.
Nope.
Dude.
They sleep on the 13th step, honestly.
The 14th step, dude. Is
Ooh, the
getting
14th
pussy and
step?
relapsing.
Yeah, that's butt stuff.
That flew somewhere insane.
Hey, did you set a timer?
No, go ahead and set one. We're at fucking 10 minutes, so set one for 20 minutes. This camera, man, it shuts off after 30 minutes. You gotta start it again because
Love
it's
that.
not a camcorder.
Yeah.
Learned a little bit about commerce law when I bought this motherfucker because at one point it didn't matter what was a camera and a camcorder, but now it's different because there's different taxes on them. So if it's a camera designed primarily to take pictures but can also do video, the taxes are cheaper. But they qualify a camcorder as something that can film more than 30 minutes of continuous video at a time.
So that's
In a certain rate. So it stops at 30 minutes so that it's not considered a camcorder. It's also not a camcorder. It's better at taking photos than video.
I see.
It does shoot in 1080p, but people are doing 4K these days.
They are doing 4K.
Why do you think they skipped 3K?
I think because of the they got a bad rep.
Because
The letter K got it bad, honestly, in the
1K
alphabet.
was 720, right? And then 2K is 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
And then they skipped right over 3K.
That's fucked up.
Now, tell me if you think this would work. I had an idea for a bit about how the KKK should have been called the KKKK because they're the honorable knights of the Ku Klux Klan. So then they could be like racism, now in 4K, and come into the modern world.
Dude,
You just gave him the idea.
I wish I was racist so I could pitch this idea to them.
I would like the Black Klansman just like call one of them. Hello there, this is a
Yeah,
white man just
yeah.
looking for white man information.
Who's in charge? Who's in charge of your Instagram?
Is my normal voice wide
social
enough, or
media
do I have
person.
to wide it up a little bit?
You could that southern voice you had.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
How you doing there, son?
Yeah, you could even say
That's you,
Toby a
dude.
couple times.
Toby.
God damn, dude.
A southern lawyer's not always racist, but a tad bit of racism.
Now what you're
does
missing
help you.
now is the fourth K is what you're really missing.
Now, see, son, you're sleeping on a gold mine here. You got the fourth K in the name already. You need to throw it in the acronyms. An acronym, son, it's what your name is.
Can you imagine
3
the
letters.
merch of 4?
Dude.
It'd be hard
4K
for me not to rock a
racism?
4K hoodie. To be
Dude.
honest, not with holes in it.
Give it a week.
Just a regular hoodie.
Kanye's gonna have a 4K hoodie
Yeah, he is.
soon, dude.
A 5K because he's Kanye. He's 5K.
He's
Fuck,
5K, bro.
dude.
You know, my HR lady came up to me at work and asked if I wanted to sign up for the 401k. I said, hell no, dude. I can barely run a 5K. Hello. Come on.
He got a
You gotta do
ball
one of
right
these
there.
for that.
Okay. Dude, a dude, I don't know who he was, but a dude at the Caravan went up Wednesday night and just did 5 minutes of street jokes. And like 5 of them, I'm pretty sure, were Rodney Dangerfield jokes. He was doing a very
How old was he?
stoner, like 50s. He was doing like a
Dude with the green
stoner
contact lenses.
Rodney Dangerfield.
That's a
bit.
specific thing to remember him
He had,
by.
like, bright
Hit the beautiful
green-
eyes.
No, they were like snake eyes.
Oh,
They had, like, a
shit.
slit
Yeah,
in,
he
like, the
did
middle,
like,
a black slit,
she
yeah.
was like riding the moped, fun, but you don't want anybody to see, and then like
Fuck
did it,
me.
yeah, all stuff like that.
Were people laughing?
Dude, yeah,
he killed.
Yeah,
He killed?
He killed.
I'm gonna
dude.
kill myself. I hate
Yeah,
when
he killed.
He killed.
He
dude.
killed with
He
street
probably
jokes.
With
had-
street
probably had
jokes,
he just
yeah.
shit on my
dude.
existence,
Now I'll
didn't
say
he?
this: there was probably 10 of them that, to his credit, maybe he wrote. I had never heard them before, but the rest of them I had heard every word of, like from inmates and shit. You know, street jokes.
And your dad when you were growing up. Yeah.
Yeah, he really killed that night, dude.
but he
had a
crushed.
thunderous ovation when he got off the stage.
And it was one of those. It really does. It was one of
Do you
those 5-minute stretches of like lines that go into each other. Like
Ah.
it had to have been somebody else's entire bit. I'm convinced because
Word
like,
for word,
yeah.
probably.
Well, before he went on stage, man, they had said that he wasn't from around here, and they all really liked what he'd been doing. They said that in his introduction before he
Yeah,
got on
I remember
stage.
that. Yeah,
So I
that's
wonder,
true.
like, how long he's been around.
Not
doing
from
it.
around here. Is he from like Lexington or something?
I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, he hit, dude. He hit fucking
I
hard,
can't be
man.
mad at it then. I
They
mean,
loved him, dude.
maybe I'll start stealing jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
Hell yeah, dude.
look, the worst. What's the worst that can happen? Joe Rogan's gonna come on stage and yell at it.
He's good at that, dude. He loves
And
that'll
then he
boost-
stole jokes.
That'll
man.
boost my popularity.
He did an and to steal. I
Joe
don't know if
Rogan
you-
stole jokes.
I don't know if you
Brendan
watched
Schaub's
his
joke, dude.
Netflix
That's a bad-
special.
which
It had
joke?
a Brendan Schaub, a joke about like being gay is awesome. It's just you hanging out with your homies and also sucking each other off or something like that.
So it's a bad joke
It
anyway.
was a bad
Yeah.
joke. Yeah, it was like an old.
I heard that Joe Rogan's new special's unwatchable.
It was bad.
Burn the ships or whatever.
Mhm,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
ass. dude.
I've
I
never
turned it
thought
off
he
like
was
10
great,
minutes in,
but
man.
for what stand up has been most of my life, I was like, I get that he's a working stand up comic.
Yeah.
But this
I think his
special
best
made me
work was
rethink
Fear
it.
Factor, personally.
Yeah, I think it's in the UFC. I love him as a
Yeah,
UFC commentator.
yeah.
He's
And
not my favorite, though.
No, I like.
Goldberg was, dude. Mike
who?
Goldberg.
Yeah.
The guy that was on the Goldie that was with him like back when the UFC
Well,
like first started
Cormier is
popping
my
off,
favorite.
man.
I love
now,
Daniel
dude.
Cormier.
Cormier's good
And
now,
honestly,
dude.
Dominic Cruz gets kind of
Oh
slept
yeah,
on.
I like Cruz
Because
yeah.
he's like,
I like Cruz.
he's kind of a
Yeah.
prick to the
Yeah.
other commenters. He's like,
Yeah.
you didn't study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
You have no idea. Yeah,
Are you a fucking
Who
idiot?
are you to speak on that?
yeah. He's good, dude. Yeah, I think Joe Rogan's best work was probably Fear Factor as well. That makes sense.
That show was fucking wild.
No, hey, the
I love
podcast.
Joe,
I'm
man.
not
He's
going to pretend
great.
like I
He's a
didn't
great
listen
dude.
to it at one point in time, but
Well, when I did listen to it, I enjoyed
The
when he would
stand-up
talk about
sucked.
MMA. You know what I mean? Like that's
For
how
sure.
I got into.
No, I like
listening
it when he
Joe
talks to
was-
scientists and shit.
yeah.
You know?
When he had real ones on, not
Yeah.
these ones that like.
You know,
have
back
been
in the day. I'm talking about
disbarred.
back. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
Neil.
Neil deGrasse.
Was it Neil
Yeah.
Young?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
Neil
we had-
Diamond, I
We
believe.
had Neil Diamond on there.
No,
dude.
dude, him and Neil Young had beef.
Sweet.
Remember?
Caroline.
No,
Neil Young took his songs off of Spotify because of the Joe Rogan
Yeah.
deal.
Is that
'cause
real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real. Yeah.
Because
That's why I said Neil Young. I knew that.
Joe
No, I
Rogan
didn't know
was
that.
saying that COVID didn't exist.
Ah, yeah, when that happened.
Neil
that whole
Young
thing.
taught me about huffing black pepper when I'm stoned.
Yeah.
and
And
I
that
saw
works.
Neil Young live.
You
Oh,
ever
what?
You ever
Yeah.
get paranoid smoking weed? You ever get like a panic sometimes?
Oh,
You smoke too much and you're
severe
like,
anxiety. Yeah.
So next time you do that, go into the kitchen and get your pepper shaker, black
Uh-huh.
pepper, and smell it. Don't inhale it. Don't huff it, but smell it.
So don't do a big rail of
And
black
no,
pepper.
Don't do a rail of black pepper, but just smell it, and then within about 10-15 minutes, you'll come down.
Something about those like capsaicin fucking pheromones in black pepper at that level, hitting your fucking olfactory senses, lowers your
Now
anxiety.
my question is, how Neil Young? Is there a song he has that I don't know
No,
about where
but
he
he
describes?
He used to keep it on the tour bus.
He
man,
talked
for when
about
he
it in
did
an
And his
interview,
book. Oh,
dude.
he's got a book too. I want to read.
Yeah, he's because
Leonard
Joey told me
Skinner
it, and I was like,
fucking-
"You're full of dog shit, dude." And then I saw not only Neil Young talking about it, but I saw a TikTok of a doctor being like, "No, yeah, spices in general like lower anxiety. Like even like eating spicy food will lower,
Which is
how
crazy
much-
because
yeah.
it gives me heartburn, and then I have anxiety because I think I'm having a heart attack. Isn't it
Yeah,
funny how
that's
that
you,
works?
wild.
you get all riled up while you're eating it too. But I think the pepper works, man.
Riled up.
I
in
don't get
general.
paranoid or anxious off of weed. Sometimes I get depressed if I'm already a little depressed, and then I get
It'll
really high.
intensify it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
But-
probably the thinking, man. The thinking
Yeah.
that comes with it because you're thinking about how you're depressed, and it makes you like that's how we are with the anxiety. Because you
Yeah.
start thinking, because it opens your mind up, and then I start thinking about the panic, and it makes it worse.
Sometimes I
Much
make
like your
myself feel
depression.
better, and like when I'm depressed, I'm like, well, that means I'm smart because I'm aware, and I try to trick
Yeah.
myself into acting
Yeah.
like I'm intelligent.
I do that shit.
At least
too.
I'm
like,
sad and
Joey,
smart.
You would be dead right now if you was having a massive coronary. So shut the fuck up. You're fine.
That's the biggest trick, dude, is they tell you, like, oh, well, you know, the more intelligent that you are, the more depressed you are. And I'm like, dude, I want to kill myself. I must be a genius.
Yeah.
But then you're like, damn, I'm a genius and I can't figure out how to not be depressed.
Yeah.
I'm the dumbest genius
I can't
on
turn
earth.
the
I'm gonna kill
fucking.
myself.
Yeah, I can't
I
even
tried to,
fix the settings on my TV.
Yeah.
I tried to play those Jedi mind tricks a couple weeks ago, and we went to Chameleons, and we got high before we went
Now, what is Chameleons again?
in Cincinnati.
It's a bar,
venue?
restaurant. Yeah, but they do an open mic on Thursday. We'll talk about it later. I'll remind you, but join the Cincinnati
Page.
stand-up group,
Okay.
and because you sign up on there. But if you were to go up and just hit the bucket, like
Yeah.
you didn't do the sign up, and you told John like, "Hey, I came up from Louisville," he'll probably just.
Cool.
If somebody doesn't show up, he'll put the first night we went up. We just showed up.
Was it a good crowd?
Yeah, it's usually it'll thin out because there's 30 spots. There's usually a lot of other comics, but last night I went up 16th, so about halfway through, and there were still probably about 30 people in the room, other than comics, like people that were in there that had eaten and
Yeah.
then stayed for the comedy show and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll
'cause-
get,
yeah,
you'll get
nice.
a pretty decent crowd.
But by the end of the night, it was only comics. You know, the last few. Stone went up 29th, and it was just a
it's
few of us
insane
in the room.
that he has to go fucking. He always ends up so late.
He tells John, like,
I
hey,
hate
if you
that,
got to
dude.
put me back, I can stay late.
And that's fine. He's got a whole fucking 15 minutes to kill.
He's
in
got his
ours,
own
so-
mic now. He's running a mic on
Is
like
he really?
I think Wednesday nights or or Tuesdays.
Here's an interesting question. Speaking of fucking mics, what's the weirdest mic you've ever done?
Weirdest?
It don't even have to be a venue. Like, have you ever done like a house party?
No,
The
not yet.
strangest mic that I have done personally was Kaiju, just because
Kaiju's-
we
Kaiju's
walked in that
odd.
back room, and like I said, the green light. Just,
And then you saw the blind Asian.
yeah,
it's
just
just like,
yeah.
whoa.
I felt like I was in Japan.
Well,
and I was in
It's a variety mic, but
you
they
know.
usually you don't get a lot of. But the first time I went there was during their Christmas party. So there was like people went up and did songs. A dude did a whole yo-yo routine to Carol of the Bells with like lights and shit.
That
It
sounds
was-
pretty gnarly.
It was badass.
That
The
sucks when
B-list
the
is a
yo-yo
little weird,
dude
too.
shit on your set.
It was cool, man. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of. There was like a guy with a piano that did like funny songs that like came down from somewhere, like traveled for it.
That's
that
epic.
everybody was excited about.
I don't know why I
and
wasn't there.
He was funny.
B-list.
B-list
man.
is
It's
a-
got a strange vibe.
B-list
some
is just a straight up bar. It's got a little tiny stage in the corner. You stand you're right next to the bar when you're on the stage, and they don't tell anybody that they have an open mic. So this Reagan, friend of ours, runs it.
Reagan Repugo.
You know,
Shout out Reagan.
she tries to maintain order, but really
Yeah.
it's like it's a bar. People are in there not for the open mic. Now the room is, by the time we get there at 9, the room is all comics and then usually like 10 people at the bar. But both times I've done it, there's been like people at the bar heckling.
It was fun, man.
I got into
I've
it with a
had-
dude the last time.
I'm mad I haven't been heckled yet. I can't wait.
I've only been heckled once. and it was by a guy. I was doing that bit about Elon doing the Nazi salute.
And this guy was pro Elon.
He was like, "Oh, poorest dude on earth, making fun of the richest dude on earth." And I was like, "Well, I'm not the poorest dude on earth."
Yeah,
but also
I've passed several of them on the way here.
I just had witnessed this dude as I was about to walk in the men's bathroom, coming out of the women's bathroom. So I said something like, I was like, "I'm not gonna have this from the guy that just walked out of the women's restroom." And then to come to find out, I thought he just used it because the men's was full and nobody was in the women's. But Reagan was in the women's bathroom in the stall when he went in there. And
So he
pissed
was
in
on
the
some
other
creeper
stall.
shit.
So he was, I don't know if he was intentionally creeping or if he was just so fucking dumbass unaware that's
He
like
looked
not
like
cool
Vito
to
from
do.
The Sopranos, but a little skinnier.
Was he
Yeah.
tanked? Is that why he was heckling? Did he heckle more people? Was he heckling
yeah,
everyone?
he heckled
drunk, dude.
everybody.
They were drunk. as
Joey
fuck,
won
man.
him over. Joey closed that night. He won him over.
Yeah.
Last
and then they tried
end
to
of the
buy me
night.
drinks.
WWJD, what would Joey do?
And I said, "Nah, dude, I'm not taking you drinks, man. They were mean to all my friends."
The
dude.
week before that, it was just some college boy hecklers, and we both. I think. Did you close that night too, or did I close? We were the last
You
two.
closed the one night, I closed the other night. I
And he
think.
like
we were
really
first.
calmed them down, and then by the time I got done, they were like high fiving.
Yeah, I hit them with
Nice,
the fucking.
nice,
I said, "You
nice.
guys look like you've never smoked meth before," and they got quiet
Yeah,
for
that's
like.
when they shut up.
Yeah,
and
they got
turned
quiet
around.
for like 2 seconds, and it's all right, cool. Now I've got your attention.
That'll
Let me
get
tell
them
you
every
about
time,
Me
honestly.
smoking meth, and
That was good.
Yeah. But that night that you got heckled, though, after I did my set, the one dudes that are like up there all the time that are actually really good. I can't remember their names, but that was like the first time I'd ever actually like had conversations with them. They come up to me and were like, "Dude, you fucking crushed."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they mentioned me
Fuck
sitting
yeah.
on the stool, and they loved that shit. And,
The fucking stool.
They loved the stool, dude. And
if you're good on the stool, I think it heightens.
Yeah.
but that
Yeah,
was
how
like the
good you
first
are.
time I'd ever really got a compliment like from people that I seen that were there like regularly. That like
Hell yeah.
didn't seem like they talked to a lot of people that weren't their friends, and like for them to come up and say it to me, like, it
It
meant,
feels cool, man.
yeah, it
Yeah.
meant a lot, dude.
So
I
here-
like doing that to people too. I tell people it fucking bombed. They had a good set.
So I'm
I
bad
won't
about
do that.
I
I
won't.
try to give everybody.
I'll
It's a
say-
whole.
man.
If you can't
Well, I
say
mean-
something nice, don't say it at all.
I'll say
with
good
me.
job up there. That's literally the phrase I have picked up.
If I think
Good
you're
job
good,
up
I
there,
will
dude.
tell you what joke I thought was
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily find somebody that was like dog shit and say, "Oh man, keep it up."
You
Dude.
got what it
Right?
takes.
Yeah,
I
you're
had
gonna
to
be the
go
best
up
comic in
straight to
the
the
world
top.
someday. I don't do that.
That night, Max
But I-
bombed at Chameleon. I had to go up to him afterwards because he had this joke. When he was done, he's like, "All right, I'm not using that one anymore."
Yeah.
And like checked on his notebook. I went up afterwards. I was like, "Dude, you have to keep that joke. It's a premise that I wish I thought of."
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell you the premise. Nobody fucking steal this.
I'll kill you.
But it's about how when he was a kid, he thought he invented jerking off.
yeah.
That's pretty. There's a
And
lot there.
It was good,
Yeah.
dude.
There's
it
a
was
lot.
Max
good.
rules, dude.
Because
Because
when-
that same night, I told him he didn't fucking bomb.
Yeah, that's that night
yeah,
I'm talking
that's
about.
what I'm telling
yeah.
you. I'm like,
He
no,
didn't.
you
It
didn't,
was just a
dude.
quiet room.
Yeah.
There was like 10 of us in there. You
Yeah,
know?
you can't fucking.
So, dude, that brings this up. A premise that is fucking fire, but it never works. I know we all got one.
Yeah. What was the one that I've tried 2 or 3 times? I couldn't get it to go anywhere. Was about how you never see anybody really excited that their ancestors served in the Union. It's always like assholes who are proud of their heritage. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's like nobody's flying an old colonial flag, being like, "My grandfather died to end slavery." You know what I mean?
That one
Yeah.
bit you do about the only people keeping the flag business in business are the gays
Oh, yeah.
and the racists.
I've only used that once.
I like
Good.
that. I liked that a lot. I wish you'd bring it back.
Well, Ukraine, they're in there now too. The Ukraine flag went.
Oh, I see that everywhere.
Skyrocketed.
What are they doing with that, you think?
They're just putting it up.
That's like our flag after 9/11.
Yeah, they're just like
Everybody's,
we
like, in
support you. Here's a
support.
flag
Hell
on my
yeah,
fucking
dude.
Facebook wall.
But now it's like political.
I'm
It's
gonna-
like
I'll
liberal
change
to
mine.
support Ukraine and conservative to, I guess, support Russia. I think they are both not cool, but in the grand scheme of things, Russia did the bad thing
Yeah.
to Ukraine.
Yeah.
James Bond tried to warn us. The Russians are bad
Yeah.
guys.
You got to be careful
As
with
Tucker
them, dude.
Carlson once said, man, shouldn't it just be bad to kill everybody?
Yeah, the one time he
Yeah.
ever made
That's
sense.
the rare W.
Who was it? Pierce Morgan he was
Yeah,
talking against?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Isn't it just bad to kill kids, though?" And he's like, "Not if they're terrorists."
And he's like,
And
don't you think it's evil? And he's like, no. Or he said it was evil. And he's like, well, I don't think it's evil. And he's like, Tucker's like, yeah, it's pretty evil just to kill women and
reminded me of
children and, random civilians.
It's typically a no-no.
Yeah.
Bill Burr was getting grilled for telling like Catholic jokes on a morning show.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
a
like,
good
don't you
one,
think
too.
you went too far?
Yeah,
with the
don't you
jokes?
think they crossed
don't you
the
think
line?
the Catholic Church crossed the line?
And they're
Oh,
fucking molesting the fucking
Bro,
kids.
was he on The View or something?
It wasn't The
one-
View,
it
but
was
it was
one of
like a
them
morning
morning
show.
shows.
Norm,
yeah.
oh, it was Norm Macdonald on
Yes.
The View. Roasted him without
Dude.
them knowing it.
When he
Was
said,
he making the Bill Clinton jokes?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
He murdered a man.
No, this is common knowledge. You guys didn't know this? That shit was good.
That was on The View, I think.
That was the
Yeah,
View,
that was
yeah.
The View. They did not fuck with him.
It's crazy that's like people have like conservative media versus The View has been a thing because you watch that clip and that's like grainy 90s footage.
Yeah, it's old.
Crazy that show's been on this long and like they've been yelling cancel The View that long.
Yeah.
Because I remember when that controversy happened, comedians were being like, fuck The View, take that off TV. We shouldn't have to go on there and apologize. Because they had Gottfried on there to apologize
William
for
Godfrey.
whatever joke he
An
told.
apology from him to hilarious
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm sorry.
Gilbert, not William.
What'd I say?
William Godfrey.
Did I say Bill Godfrey?
Bill Godfrey.
Gilbert.
Bill-
I like his work.
Bill
too.
Cosby.
I know Bill Flug, man.
But he went Ben Flug. Ben Flug 5, dude.
Ben Flug 5 is a dope
That'd be a
name for a
good
porno,
name.
honestly.
Hell yeah.
He's going to be there. There's going to be a
He's
pizza
gonna- yeah,
party.
He's gonna be at the comedy.
But,
Fuck me.
where was I
Plug
going
me.
with that?
Plug me.
Plug
Flug
me.
me running.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Shout
dude.
out Ben, dude.
Those morning show, there was he had to go back on there. If you remember, he tried to not say retarded on stage, and instead he said Down syndrome.
Who?
Norm Macdonald.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Or
it
he
made
did
the
it
joke more offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had to go back on The View and being like,
I think he
I
did
don't
it.
know.
He
I
did it.
thought
all-
it was that.
I feel like that was all calculated, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a genius
Yeah.
at trolling people.
Honest to
Yeah.
God, the last like works he put out, the whole like Norm Macdonald podcast, like shit.
It's amazing.
Some of the best, just his cue card jokes, man.
What's
are
your
so
favorite cue
fucking-
card joke by him? He's got a lot, bro.
My favorite
He's got
is
some crazy ones.
Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. I invented the light bulb up my ass. That's my favorite one, dude. What's your favorite?
It's so corny. He said, "I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she has a pickaxe and a wheelbarrow."
Yes.
I don't know why I think that's so fucking good, but I die every time.
Dude, that one, and there's another one where he's like, college student Samuel Matthews busted 150 cartons of eggs with his head, earning him a coveted spot in the Guinness Book of Giant Fucking Retards.
One more Norm plug because he's the GOAT. He said,
He is, man.
I read in the news where these kids took a bunch of acid and cut their dicks off. Kids these days. Back in my day, we just cut our own dicks off.
God bless Norm Macdonald, dude.
R.I.P.
Shout out to the GOAT, dude.
Dude, I've been so obsessed with him for so long.
His 9/11 bit's good too. Where he's
Which
talking about
one?
wondering finding his brother.
His brother. I had
Yeah.
to dig through
Yeah.
blood and bones in the streets of New York to find my brother. Of course, he was in upstate Ontario.
Dude.
God
the
damn,
the
man.
day he died, man, my wife woke up before I did, and she came and woke me up at like 9, 10
Yeah.
in the morning. Was like, "Yo,
Shit
you
hit
need to-
hard.
Norm Macdonald died," and I like woke up and cried and shit. And then like 6 hours later, and this is how I like remember the date so well. Got a call, her grandma died.
Oh, fuck.
So I had to stop mourning Norm
Yeah.
and move on. But
What a buzzkill, Grandma.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, the same day, same death day. I didn't even know he was sick. You know.
Yeah.
Looking back though, you look at his like cancer bit from his last special and stuff, about how, why do they call it waging a battle? The last thing you do in your life is lose a battle.
Yeah. Or he said, he has that one, he's like, everyone says their biggest fear, they say everyone's biggest fear is public speaking. Mine's colon cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a hero. dude.
God bless Norman.
But speaking of premises that fucking never worked that I think are amazing, I got one and this never works, man. I think you've heard me try
Which
it.
one?
It's the rape fantasy one. This can't.
Oh, I thought that killed.
It don't hit as much as I want. So it's like I talk about dating a girl who had a rape fantasy, and I didn't know how to ask her if I was good at rape
Yeah.
because it kind of takes the
Don't
danger
wanna
away from
find
it.
out.
So then it turns into I had to come up with my own role play where we're playing detectives trying to solve a rape just to find out if it was a good rape. And I think,
something heinous went down here. That's so good.
yeah, like
dude.
I walk in the room, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's a monster. She's like, it doesn't look like there was any sign of struggle.
It's like, no, he definitely ravished her.
And that's gonna kill in our show.
See, but
They're
but at
gonna
Planet, they're
love
like,
that.
as soon as they hear rape fantasy, they're like, get turned off.
Dude, you know what's so fun? There was a dude I was in rehab with that he had two big funny stories that, like, he was like a funny story guy. People be, hey, man, tell that story when we had, like, groups and downtime and shit. One of them was about how he was a cable guy. He went to install cut off somebody's cable, and they invited him in and was like, hey, I'll pay my bill and give you $1,000 cash if you just flash me your dick for 60 seconds. And
What?
he did it. And then the dude like tried to get up, and he was like, no, you have to. The deal was you stay seated and I stand by the door with my dick out.
Yeah,
Anyway, funny story. The other funny story was how
that
his
story's nuts.
girlfriend had a rape fantasy, but it like got out of hand. Like it wasn't enough for him to like be a burglar breaking in.
Oh, she
It
was like, had to get work. Like she had to up the ante every
escalated
time.
to a kidnapping where
Holy
he
fuck.
had to, in a mask, grab her out front of a Kroger.
Fuck that.
And then like the cops.
I could never love a girl enough.
Yeah.
No.
And that's
the cops
too
show
much
up
fun.
later.
No.
That's work, brother.
Anyway,
Come
one time
on,
I posted
dude.
a meme that is a picture of Jim and Pam from The Office,
Yeah.
but Pam is replaced with the Pam cooking spray bottle. That's all I posted. And honest to God, he both blocks me and then at the same time messages me and says, hey, man, I just want to let you know you're a fucking weirdo and I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. So I wrote back and I was like, this coming from the dude that kidnapped his own girlfriend and showed his dick to a guy for
Why is he so offended
$1,000?
about Pam?
Yeah, I
cooking
know.
spray?
That's the craziest part.
I don't even. I'm trying to think about how it could be perceived as
Dude, can
offensive.
I? What's it?
I don't think it was offensive. I just think he thought that I was like just being a wacky out there guy.
Dude,
like
will
didn't
you-
get it at
Will
all.
you send me the picture and his name and let me send it to him later on Messenger?
I will, yeah.
Because
I
I'll
will.
do it, dude. I'll do it on the fucking air, bro.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
That's cool, man. This
Yeah,
guy
he's-
big.
No,
I'll get it.
no.
Alright,
I have no
alright.
tattoos. I will get the Jim
Whoa.
and Pam
I
tattoo.
guarantee
You don't have no
you-
tattoos?
But I'll get my first one, Jim and Pam spray,
With the
right on my
spray.
chest.
You're gonna stand here at 40 years old.
Right.
Right. You don't have a tattoo.
And isn't it weird?
No, it's actually it's honorable.
I feel like I'm the last of. I think.
Yeah, everybody in our generation
You're
has
cool.
tattoos.
I think I'm cooler than you
You're
guys.
cool. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
cooler because you don't have a tattoo.
I wanted them, and it just. I think that shit. I'm 40, so if I start getting them now, it looks like a cry for help. Like, oh, I'm trying to fucking. He's trying to fucking look young again.
Jamie's
Like,
funny.
he
Dude.
gauges
That's
all of a
fucking
sudden.
Good, dude.
You
That's so
should.
good.
I don't know. You ever see an old dude in like skinny jeans with piercings and shit?
Yeah,
And you're
I
like,
hate 'em.
Yeah.
But then I've seen like up in Cincinnati, I've seen like punks in their like 70s.
But
who
they were
don't look
punks
weird.
though, right?
Yeah.
Their whole
But
life.
Their clothes like match them still. Like they're not
Mm-hmm.
trying to dress.
They finally
modern.
started wearing like bell-bottom jeans and the polos, and they got the chops like
No,
mine
even-
and the fucking the
dude,
beanie hats. You know.
Greasy Punk Mike.
Yeah.
He looks like
Greasy
a 50s
Punk
style,
Mike.
Looks like a 50s
He's got the
style
fucking
greaser. Yeah.
fucking what's that called? Almost said fedora.
a
Fucking
fop-
pompadour. The pompadour.
Pompadour, yeah.
Dude, I would have rocked a pompadour if I was back in the fucking
You know what I'm talking about.
Happy
Yeah.
days, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's cool that you don't have them, man. I started when I was young, dude, and I've yet to stop, and I'm.
No, I get it.
but
And also my addictive personality, I'd be covered.
Did you reset the timer?
I'd be covered.
Okay.
We're sitting at we had 11 minutes,
Okay. Well, that was for 20 the second time, right?
19. So I said
Okay,
this
so
one for
we'll need an
19.
extra 10 minutes on top of it
Okay,
because
I'll keep
we're
an eye
10
on it.
minutes in the first time. But yeah, dude. What's the weirdest venue show you've
Oh,
done?
I forgot. You'll love this. Bro. All right, so there's this chick. I used to bartend at that bar Hawks Corner. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Where's it at?
It's on Goss Avenue, kind of by that place you picked me up.
Okay.
It's like a big patio. They got food there, but it was a pretty popular bar. And there was this lawyer student who always came in there. She was pretty hot. And we ended up having relations, like just not together. We had sex.
You had
as
relations,
adults
but
do.
not together.
we were fucking.
We were
other
fucking
people.
different people, but it was like we were
We were
together.
FaceTiming each other
Yeah.
while fucking our actual. No, so we fucked. You know?
Hell yeah.
dude.
Hey.
That's cool. Hey.
Bro, I got
ahead,
pussy,
man.
dog. It was
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
What's up, dude?
But this bitch out of nowhere, I hadn't heard from her in like a year, and she texts me and she goes, "Oh, I saw you do stand up at Planet, but it was pretty packed. And I didn't want to say hi or bother you." I was like, "Cool." She's like, "You were really funny, my friend's graduating law school. We're throwing her a birthday party at my house. It's all law students, and we want 4 comedians. They got me, Will McKenzie, another dude who had been, I forget his name, another dude who'd been way more seasoned
Will's
than me.
funny as fuck.
Dude, he's amazing. But she made me the closer because I had gave her the dick down.
Oh fuck!
So it was awkward, and I had just met the blind Asian, James Song. Shout out James
Was
Song.
he there?
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to be on it, but she'll do anything for me.
So you threw him on there.
I was like, hey, can he get I'll give him 4 of my minutes because I was doing 10. I'll give him 4 of my minutes. Is that okay? She's like, yeah. She's like, is he funny? I was like, yeah. This motherfucker goes up there and drops the N-bomb. Never done it. Never even done it in conversation.
Jimmy sings, dude. Come
Bro,
on.
just drops the N-bomb. The room, it's a fucking living room with like 40 white law students. And Will McKenzie's like, Costa are the only black
shit.
people there.
Oh, Costa's cool. I met
Costa's solid.
Yeah.
But that's right before I go up. So I got to go up there and
You gotta follow that.
fucking got to follow.
Now, how did the room? Did they like the N-word drop? Or
They
did
hated
hate
it. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
dude.
Being blind don't trump just dropping the N.
Rich whites, dude. It's gonna go one way or the
Oh
other.
no, they were like super like woke.
Yeah. Okay.
Rich whites.
Hell yeah.
So
Or I got a Pell Grant. Get that degree,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Mm.
They all had black boyfriends.
Didn't think I knew
probably.
that one, did you? I pulled that one out.
But
Heard
no,
about the
so I
Pell Grant.
I had to go up there and try to just like I didn't really even acknowledge it. I was like, do I talk about it? I was like, no, I'm just gonna go up there and do my set.
You should have said like, "I'm sorry, we've been telling him he's black since birth."
He's blind.
He tried to do that, and it didn't work. Like once he said it, they stopped caring that he was
Ooh.
even handicapped. Honestly,
Damn. Get out. Drive home.
James, what? Dude, he was on the news the other day.
yeah, he got a fucking. So
Yeah.
he's really cool with the. What is the name? It's like some wrestling. Ohio Valley Wrestling.
No,
OVW.
dude. I
Yeah.
know what.
He's super cool with all them, and so his buddy Dustin got him a connection with somebody that works at whatever was it, NBC or ABC,
Yeah,
and they did a story on him. But I can't help it, dog. I was watching the story, and there's one part where they stopped talking about the comedy, and they're like, "But not everything's funny. He was beaten by his father till he went blind, and the violin plays, and I start laughing out loud. I'm like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And
So
James,
they tried to play it like wholesome.
it was so wholesome.
News like a
And
puff
every
piece.
time, like he's been getting so many messages from like older like women and men and like churches like your story touched me, and every time we laugh about it
Oh,
together.
my God.
He's like, dude, I didn't
James
want them
rules,
to put
dude.
Come
it's
see my
hilarious.
set.
He makes so many fucking jokes to me about his dad shit. I was like, dude,
They not joking anymore, man.
no, I think that's still the deal.
Hey, so he had told me about him, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I was down at fucking Planet tonight, and this blind Asian guy come in, dude, and he's like saying all sorts of awful shit, and like, you know,
And was killing.
Yeah.
No, this was the
But-
night that he took a break from Planet after that night because I don't know who geared him up to lean into that dude's ear and call him the F word. Remember? He went to whisper in somebody's, and he said it loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And whoever was on stage was like, "Yo, did you just call that guy a fag?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he doubled down. He's like, yep.
Yeah, yeah. That was
yeah."
me.
So he told me this, and then like 2 weeks later, my mom, because she knows we go do stand up and shit, she was like, "Man, there was this blind Asian guy on that Thursday, and he was
Gotta
great."
be the one.
And
I
I was
know.
like, holy, it was like a That's So Raven moment, dude. Like, I know the camera zoomed in on me in the universe. I
Yeah.
was like, no way. So I like got on the phone. I'm like, dude, blind Asian guy's on the fucking news for doing comedy, bro. Like, that's fucking
He's
crazy.
incredible. He's a
and
cool
to
dude.
come to find out, it's for wrestling because his dad beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
His dad hit him with a golf club
That's crazy.
a lot
dude.
of times.
Now, did he yell for?
I think it was 4. 4.
Come on,
Yeah, James
March
is cool,
7th,
man.
ladies and
I
gentlemen.
met him once, dude. He was nice.
He yelled C4 like an order at a Chinese restaurant. C4, order C4.
Dude, no, I literally saw him the next
You guys
night.
have to have the wildest relationship as like roommates.
Oh,
gotta
it's
be
the best,
fucking
man.
fun,
It's the
dude.
best. The fucking Electric Bill solo.
Oh,
I'm
good.
not. That's not even a punchline. He just
He does not turn lights on.
He doesn't need them, and I didn't. It never crosses your mind till you live with him, because he'll be like,
That is
he'll be like, look,
insane to me,
he'll be like,
dude.
come upstairs and smoke a bowl, and I'll go up there and I'm like, this is creepy. I'm turning the light on, like I can see.
That's
Like, it's
crazy.
amazing.
Damn, dude.
And he
that's
can walk
so-
throughout that. Dude, he just walks around without his cane in his house. He lives upstairs in the apartment, and he just has the layout, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you're gonna be blind, you gotta be tough.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
be
figure it
smart
out.
as fuck, dude.
You got to be Asian
Yeah.
and then know math.
Yeah.
He's doing equations on where walls are.
Well, dude,
in
is that
his
the
mind.
agility of like the ninja DNA? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That helps.
And how does he? Hey, you know we're not gonna do that.
Go
on
ahead.
Camera. Anyways,
No, dude, he's
how does he
pretend
piss,
he's here.
dude?
How's he piss?
Without pissing all over the fucking place.
By sound, he listens for the.
Well,
Yeah,
no
it's-
shit.
it's
I'm
a
just saying
stream.
he's got to know, like.
Yeah, I imagine. Thankfully, he has a bathroom upstairs. I have one downstairs.
Hell
I
yeah.
bet he pisses on his toilet seat a lot.
Got to.
I piss on mine.
Hell yeah.
What
dude,
neighborhood
I
you guys
see-
live
I'm
in?
lazy though. When I
got
wake up, I ain't trying to
2019
aim.
Vision, dude. Like I can fucking.
Where do you guys stay at? What's your address?
No,
what neighborhood,
Dude?
though?
What kind of
It's in
fucking-
Hikes Point.
Okay.
Yeah. Like by Breckenridge Lane.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You down there next to the hospital.
A little bit.
I am
out
by
there.
Ruth Chris Steakhouse as well.
That's nice, dude. You get a steak.
Yo,
and
I'm
a
about
heart
to be
attack.
working there.
What do you-
Ruth Chris?
I'm about to have my real estate
a fire-
license.
Oh.
Not Ruth
I was like, Ruth Chris?
No.
I was like, I got to hook up on the fucking
In that
sirloin.
building, though, in the
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
of that
yeah.
building is the Keller Williams Real Estate.
Nice.
In
I
the
just
bottom
got
of Ruth
hired by
Chris?
them. I still got to pass the test in 2 weeks, but I'm
yeah.
good.
You got this
Yeah.
shit, man.
And that's
Real
like
estate's
that's like the
easy.
bar exam for realtors, right?
hmm Yeah. Well, you do have to get a legit license because it's illegal to sell real estate with that one. You
It's
can.
illegal to do anything.
You're allowed to for sale by owner your own house, but you couldn't sell for somebody. You're not allowed to broker a deal without a license.
That's
And I like when
baloney,
you
honestly.
I like when you talk like
Yeah.
that. It's very felonious, you know.
It's not.
Give us the basic
It
just
could be,
stall
dude.
of realty. you
There's
know
so
what I mean?
many words, dude, that you'll
Yeah.
find out as
Like-
soon as he hears them. They stick.
I love it, dude.
What was the last one, dude?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was explaining to him what a Faustian bargain
yeah,
was.
Faustian bar. We
And
went
he
on the
was-
fuck. You guys
Put me
start-
on game. What the fuck is that?
It's it's like a deal with the
Oh,
devil
here we
or
go.
like a deal with the genie. You know how you ever see Wishmaster?
Yeah, it's a Wes
Yeah.
Craven film.
Yeah.
Slept on.
Great
Yeah.
movie, great
Yeah.
series.
That's a
but-
Faustian bargain.
That's a Faustian bargain. When you
It
get
It
something,
sounds like a gay sex act.
I
Dude.
fucking hate it.
when you get something
So
out
is that
of
a
it.
blowjob?
Kind of. Dude, getting all right, a Faustian bargain would be, yes, I'll have sex with you, but I'll give you AIDS. That's
Doesn't
a
it sound
Faustian
offensive? Like if it's like
bargain.
all gay people have
Well,
Faustian bargains.
It comes from a
behind our
book
back.
by this dude Faust. He was the first one to
Faust.
write
That
this
sounds familiar.
book where the dude makes a deal with Methuselah or this
Mm.
demon it's the devil. Or what's the weird fucking cat? Mr. Mistopheles in Cats. It's got a weird name
Mr.
like that.
Hey, check your phone.
And
The cat with the little tail, the fucking devil tail.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
He
yeah.
said Faustian bargain when on the show, and I lost my shit.
That's a Faustian bargain.
And he said it like it was
And
casual.
we've done it like
casually
with the
said
devil.
it.
like 4 or 5 episodes now. It's
Yeah.
like one of the if you know, you know.
Yeah,
type
no.
Things like
I'm gonna start dropping that shit in conversation,
yeah. So
even when it
anytime we
doesn't
can
even
bring it up, you know.
have anything to do with what we're talking about.
Sorry, I gotta pick my daughter up after this.
That's cool.
And she's at my mom's. My mom's calling me.
Yeah, having kids suck, bro.
And how many kids do you have?
I got 3.
He had to think about it for a second.
No, I got 3, but I don't get one of them. Like I don't get to see. Yeah,
I didn't
know
get to
it's a
see
touchy
mine for a
subject.
few
it's not
years.
a touchy subject.
bring it
Yeah,
up.
I don't. It's actually kind of a weight lifted off my shoulder.
Okay.
It's less money that I have to.
This is insane, dude. This didn't go anywhere I thought it was going to go.
Where'd you think it was going?
I don't know, but it wasn't here.
It's not a sad place.
We're at the Big Lots parking lot, dude, and I thought we were going to fucking Disneyland. You know what
you
I'm
thought we were
saying?
going to the fucking
I thought you were.
boneyard.
I thought you were about to tell me like a cool, you know,
No.
little family like.
No, I got 2 kids that I do love unconditionally. The other one I just never met. It's one of those things.
Oh, and now that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like you knock a girl up and then she moves to Florida and you just find out about it type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I'd do the deadbeat thing as a shtick.
I got you.
Yeah.
I like you a lot, man. I think you're really gonna fit in around here, dude.
Yeah, I like this. He was showing me around the little downtown area
Oh,
on the
yeah.
way here. It looks cool, man.
Yeah, Madison's sick.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. What is it, Hinkle burgers?
Oh, Hinkle burgers are.
I'm gonna have to get me a
fire,
Hinkle
dude.
burger,
Yeah.
bro.
I'll take you by there the night of the show. We'll
Yeah.
hang out
Yeah,
before and
we'll get some
after, or
cheeseburgers,
whatever.
man.
Yeah, I think a good pre-game Hinkle burger is in the works.
Yeah, you like it. There's a couple good pizza places. There used to be one. They just closed called Pizza Uncommon on the
It was
corner
probably
right
my
by it.
favorite
That was
New York
Joint
style.
downtown.
Are we
No,
like-
it was a like weird pizza joint, but it was the only one I've ever been to that did it well. Like they had weird flavors, like brother Nashville hot chicken pizza,
I'm sold on
bro,
that.
crab rangoon pizza.
Yeah.
Now-
the
No, hear me
pizza.
out.
Now
It's
we're
not-
getting to
They call it all pizza, but what it is it's everything in a crab rangoon, but instead of being rolled up in a spring roll, it's on like a flat, deep fried.
But is
spring
the
roll
base like
crust.
cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
All right, because if
and-
it's like got pizza
No,
sauce
no,
too,
No, it's a cream.
You
cheese. I
can get
had
a
one.
traditional. They have a couple traditional, including a New York style traditional. But their best shit was their specialties.
was
Like
it a chain or just like a local thing?
There was two of them. Now there's only one. It's in like Versailles now.
Damn.
But it was good. But red pepperoni, it's good. It's a I don't know what style you
And I
call
thought
it.
that was a
It's
crazy name. To
I was
call
just
it.
about to
It's
say
a
I'm not
brick oven
really.
style
I don't
pizza.
like the name.
Well, I mean, it just seems silly. To call
Red
it.
pepperoni?
Yeah, what other color would it be?
Yeah.
well, they
it's
own a
it's
bunch of.
redundant.
They have.
Yeah, I know. I
They,
know
the people
lore,
have
but-
the Red Roaster. They have the Red Pepper Deli right next door, which was their first. It was their first thing. Then they opened the Red Pepperoni.
They should have an
the
Indian
pizza
restaurant called the
place.
Redskin.
They have a fine dining called
Right?
the Red on Main.
It's an idea.
No, man, it's called.
You
the
could call it
Commanders.
Redskin, but make it an Irish restaurant, serve potatoes,
No, it's
shit
the
like that.
Reds.
Gotcha. That's how you can get away with the racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, this is about
It's
a potato
Redskin
skin.
potato. Yeah.
Come on.
I don't. What are we talking about? The football team? I don't know of any other.
And actually, the football team was about potatoes. So I
Yeah.
don't know what y'all are talking about.
That mascot,
mascot
was
was
a
a
potato
potato
And
farmer.
all they had to do was swap that out, dude. All they had to do was swap the native out for a potato. You still
Yeah,
have
man.
the Washington Redskins.
You can't go
R.I.P.
riling
Washington
up the
Redskins.
natives.
You can't do
I don't
it.
even think they were mad. It was white people.
It was, man. Well, a few of them were mad. There's different tribes. They
Yeah.
all still have their own little government. Some of them were like, "Look, we don't like it." Some of them were like, "Honestly, we
I
don't
wouldn't
give
have
a
been mad
fuck."
about them keeping the logo and still being called the Commanders. Because I do think the name
What's
the
the
Redskins
one-
was kind of fucking crazy.
The Braves, that
It is a
tribe-
crazy name.
Yeah.
It's a crazy name.
But the Seminoles down in Florida, dude, they love that shit.
Yeah.
They bring the native out on the field on
That
the horse,
tribe
dude, and
has
they
okayed
fucking-
it.
yeah.
They're like, "We like this."
Yeah,
Wasn't the
they-
Orioles? Are they still
I
around?
thought those were the birds, man.
They tried to fucking take.
I thought that was a
Baltimore
tribe.
Orioles? No, I think their logo was like
It was a bird.
Bird,
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
I think you were thinking of the Cleveland Indians.
Maybe it was the Cleveland
they
Indians.
changed
They still
theirs
got
to
the
the
Atlanta
Cleveland
Braves.
Guardians.
Though.
You got the Atlanta
The
Braves,
Braves
with the
have been
tomahawk
cleared.
is their
Yeah,
And the
fucking.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They did
too.
that at
They
the,
had Arrowhead Stadium.
I went to a
call
Braves
it
game
Burrowhead,
last
though.
year
Yeah.
at Braves Stadium, and they did the tomahawks.
What if they just
It was
someone?
crazy.
They need a new team with and the mascot's just
The
like
Chiefs
an
do that
alcoholic,
too.
an alcoholic Native American that owns a casino.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
well, dude, if they want to pay real homage,
yeah.
And it's crazy because the Chiefs mascot is a giant weasel. I like this mongoose looking thing.
Is it?
oh
And then
yeah,
Their logo is an arrowhead, and their stadium's called Joe Burrowhead, and I just don't understand.
the
how
best
all-
mascot is the that big green thing.
That's for the Magic, Orlando Magic, right?
No, the one in Philly, the Fanatic.
Nah, fuck that guy.
I like the Fanatic dude.
Yeah.
I like him. And the what's the one? What do the Boston Red Sox have? What's their guy? What's the big monster? The big red monster.
Mm.
Is that for Boston?
I think that's the Western Kentucky.
His name's like
Hilltoppers.
Wooly,
Hilltoppers.
Wizzy, Boogie. Maybe
You know
he's
the
a
names
hockey
of the
mascot.
mascots?
No, I'm saying
The
these
only
are
one I know is
possible
Mr.
names.
Redlegs, dude.
Maybe he's a
He
hockey
looks like a
mascot.
creep,
Have
bro.
you ever been to a professional sporting event?
Yeah,
yeah.
Braves,
Are y'all big? Oh, what are you? Baseball?
Cincinnati. For live sports, I think baseball's the funnest. Football is probably tied. I've never been to MMA, but I would like to. I've been to
Oh.
pro wrestling when I was
UFC
younger.
came to fucking Yum Center and I had to work, bro.
Yeah,
It
I
was,
wish I
it was a
could've
good
went.
fight night too. It was
Sold
fun.
out quick, dude.
Yeah, Cannoneer and whatever the dude that
I
just
went,
knocked out Izzy.
I went in like 2011 when they
To
had
a
the
UFC
first
fight
UFC
night.
fight at
Oh,
the Yum
nice.
Center, yeah. And then I've been to WrestleMania twice.
Fuck yeah.
I've been to a bunch of WWE shows, and then I've been to multiple Bengals games, Bengals playoff games. I love the Cincinnati Bengals. Love the Reds too. Been to a couple Reds games. But that's like we talked about on the show last week or a week before. Like the only sports like I really care about are the home teams. Like I don't give
Yeah.
a shit about
feel that.
anybody else.
I don't like
but
him
I
at
love
all.
the fucking Bengals. Like I'm diehard on them.
My
Like,
buddy,
I don't give a
I
shit
safe to
about-
say this. So the Indiana Pacers were pretty good last year, I think.
Yeah.
They're
They-
pretty decent.
They were in the
this year. Not
playoffs,
great,
right?
But
So
decent.
my buddy got us tickets to see them play
And
the,
like that's cool. Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Knicks, and it was a playoff game.
Yeah, that'd be
So
a
I was
good
like,
game.
bro, he bought my ticket. I
I
went.
bet that was badass.
It was
dude.
tight as fuck, but you don't realize how insane the halftimes are because you're at home watching on TV.
Yeah.
They had like, it was the weirdest thing. They had like this screen, right? The big screen, and they had a dance off between people in the crowd, and they just shown it, and it going on way too long. So it's between like some old black lady and some fat white guy. And the fat white guy can only do the robot, so like, it goes back to me just doing the same. But the
Damn.
whole time, on the court, there's professional dancers doing fucking aerial fucking triple sow cows, and no one cares. No one give us. They're just
Yeah.
watching.
Bring back the fat robot.
I don't think I ever stay.
Yeah.
I always get up during halftime, go get a nacho.
I'll go sneak somewhere and burn a cigarette.
Yeah.
I gotta go pee. Keep
Go
this
piss,
rolling.
girl.
Yeah, pop you a squat.
Yeah, I went to a buddy of mine that I'm pretty close with. Shout out Tim. He's a big Broncos fan, and so they played Cincinnati this
Broncos
year.
fans take that
and,
shit.
yeah.
They take it. They're serious about
so
it.
he was like, "Hey man, I got a seats," and like I said, I've been to a lot of Bengals games. I've always just sat like in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
And he like balled out because at the time Denver and Cincinnati both sucked. So he balled out and got us like we were like 2 rows behind the bench, like on the 50-yard line. Like it's
Yeah.
insane, dude. And we went and it was like it had playoff implications. Denver ended up losing the game. We
Oh,
won.
that sucks.
But they made the playoffs and we didn't. It was a
Yeah.
whole fucking shitty thing. But that game was awesome. It was insane.
So
dude.
it was a tight game to
yeah,
see.
it went to overtime. Like it was a good one to fucking be at, dude. So
The
but yeah,
one that I
like
went to, the Pacers won by 40 points. It was
Oh,
not.
hell yeah,
it
hell
was
yeah.
like
Got a nice blowout, dude.
Yeah, so and it was at home, so people were fucking partying in the street. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they were throwing down.
I was on State Street in 2012 I was on State Street in Lexington in 2014 when Kentucky lost to UConn in the national championship.
Yeah, they'll
in
fucking
basketball.
riot and shit.
dude, and they did. Everybody's
Yeah.
burning couches.
It's
bro,
fucking
and
nuts
destroying
for
vehicles.
college sports.
It was cool, dude.
Ain't that
I
crazy
loved it.
though?
Yeah,
for college.
sport. Yeah.
And most of these people have never been to college.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just
hell
like-
yeah. I didn't.
Neither did I,
didn't go
but
to
I'm not
Kentucky.
burning
hell no. I
couches
was like, I
either.
was down there just pissed, bro. So this school I didn't attend lost. This is garbage, bro. I was so fucking mad.
I've
dude.
seen so many living in Louisville. I've seen so many fist fights when
Oh, I
Louisville and
bet,
Kentucky
dude.
play. It's
I bet.
fucking hilarious.
But
fucking
as far as like
hilarious.
that kind of shit goes, I really like going to wrestling shows, man. That's always
I bet
a good
wrestling would be
fucking
fun to
time.
see
Yeah,
live.
It's fun, dude. It's fun. I had a couple like little shitty fucking hole in the wall joints, like the arena in Jeffersonville. Like I've been to a couple of those, and then
Don't
like,
know a lot about newer wrestling, but who's your GOAT wrestler of all time? Because
The
I
Macho
I
Man,
used to
Randy
watch
Savage.
that shit.
I have him tattooed on me. So
Nice.
I feel like I have.
I
to.
was always an Ultimate Warrior guy.
Yeah, Warrior was wild.
But Macho,
Hogan,
I mean Randy
oh,
Savage,
yeah.
he's like him and Ric Flair are the most referenced people in
Yeah,
rap music.
yeah.
You know?
Woo! We went. So the crazy thing is, dude, they do this shit called deathmatch wrestling.
Okay.
And deathmatch wrestling is like the same premise of wrestling, but like they do it with light bulb tubes and barbed wire. And
So
like
on some
crazy
mankind
shit.
shit, Cactus Jack.
Yeah,
shit,
everybody in the building is Cactus Jack.
I
and
love
they're
it.
all trying to up the ante.
I love it.
So it was like 2021. Me, Jordan and Anna, another buddy of mine and his wife, another buddy of ours, and his chick I was seeing, drove all the way to the middle of nowhere, Indianapolis, to this abandoned fucking warehouse, and went to this thing called the King of the Death Matches, and it was this 2-day tournament where
In an abandoned
Yeah,
warehouse.
in
So
an
you
abandoned-
know you're
yeah.
gonna see maybe
Yeah,
someone
they
die.
had this fucking shitty ass ring set up, and then
Holy
all the
fuck.
chairs were like, just regular ass real steel chairs, and they had a fucking tournament, dude. And these guys just beat the living shit.
They
out
were
of each
and they're
other.
actually hurt.
Yeah, oh
like-
yeah, and my buddy of mine, his wife, she got blood on her, and she was not
Fuck.
happy.
No.
something about the tournament of death we went to, the King of the Death matches.
That shit rule.
Yeah,
It
dude,
sounds
was,
gnarly
was
as
badass.
fuck.
They had
That
a
was
kiddie
fun,
pool
man.
full of dry ice.
Holy
And then like
Yeah.
they were dragging this dude around the ring in broken glass, and then they picked him up and body slammed him in the dry ice.
fucking
After that, like it was murder, dude. It was badass, dude.
And
I
it's
like
legit, man. It's stunts, but it's real gore.
Yeah.
Like
the shish kebab, the fucking skewers, like you do
Yeah.
a shish kebab. So,
Uh-huh.
like this dude had a handful of those, and he put them on this dude's forehead and just. And when he let
Yeah.
go, they all opened up and they just had filleted and were stuck in his forehead. And he was
It's
just walking around the
crazy.
ring with the fucking
Crazy.
That's gonna leave a mark. I
Oh
imagine.
yeah, oh yeah, dude. It was.
Oh,
sick,
one
bro.
dude, Masada.
Masada,
that's his,
yeah,
like,
that's his,
what he's
like-
known for.
Yeah,
he
that's
puts the
his- he
skewers
does the
in
skewers
people.
people's heads, man.
And
What
it's
if he
like
took a skewer and he put it in the head of someone's dick?
Dude, and that's happened. And
What?
That's right. Yeah, go ahead and restart that, man.
Nah, do it 10
I
more
added.
minutes.
I
right?
added the thing.
You say
I
that's
think.
happened?
Okay.
I think. I don't know now, man. I'm
No,
gonna
you're good.
repeat the 12-minute timer.
We're
Yeah,
at
somebody
56 minutes.
do it 56 minutes.
Yeah, so let's do about an hour and 15 or so, and then we'll.
So set a timer for an hour.
No, we're at 56 minutes.
Oh, so do
put
one
it
for
20
15.
minutes.
Damn, that went by quick.
20 minutes.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
starting a 20-minute right now.
That went by quick. I feel like it's because of the chemistry.
Somebody
Oh,
took a
yeah.
needle or something to the dick or something.
In the wrestling thing?
Yeah, at one of those like small.
I
shows,
thought I
man.
was making a clever joke. They really
No.
did dick horror.
No.
Talk
people
to
do crazy
Danny
shit
about that
them.
shit. I heard Danny talking about
Danny, a big
IWA
wrestler. Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and shit.
I will. I'll bring it up Sunday when I'm sure he'll be at that show.
Yeah, King of the Death match was sick.
Yeah.
I think it ended that night alone probably ended both yours and Rowdy's relationships.
And you know, I really think it might have, dude, because me and Gabby lasted a couple months after that, and then
Yeah.
Rowdy and his wife got a divorce.
It was because
last
of the
year.
blood incident.
I don't know if
Yeah,
it was because
they
that,
didn't like
but
it. They didn't
he
like.
liked it. She didn't.
My wife didn't like getting the blood on her either, but she's
And
a
why
trooper.
would they, dude? Why would they? But like Rowdy's wife at the time, Jace, and shout out JC because I still love JC. Oh, she's a big wrestling fan, but like we all liked wrestling. Like we all flew to WrestleMania together. Like we were all big WWE guys. So he was interested in the deathmatch shit, and I was an actual fan of it. So I got all my friends together from all my social groups.
Yeah.
And we all took a road trip up to Indianapolis for the.
Threaten us with
Just
murder. Yeah.
Sick,
fucking-
bro. Just sick, dude.
That sounds
Yeah,
tight.
man. It was cool, dude. But yeah, man. So I don't really know you like Jordan does. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
What's your hobbies, man? What do you do for a living? What's your
That should
I am
do it.
a cook,
okay?
a chef at not the head chef, but at a French restaurant.
Oh, hell
I've
yeah.
always been in the restaurant industry.
Well, wait, dude.
Just the first. It's the. I hate it because it's like an open kitchen and fine dining. I can't listen to music.
I got you, man.
I gotta fucking. I can't say offensive jokes out loud
Yeah.
like kitchen talk.
And how long have you been doing
What
that
the
for?
fuck?
Fuck since forever. Since like that's the easiest job to get when you've been a criminal and an ex
I got
junkie.
man.
You know.
I got you.
But they pay well.
Hell
They
yeah.
pay well.
I love that.
I got lucky enough. My brother's a
I
gen-
work retail. I get it, dude.
yeah, my brother's the general manager of a restaurant, so he's older than me. He
Seems
had
to
always
be
been
going
able to
fine.
like teach me how to cook and get me service industry jobs,
Fuck yeah.
and
That's
it
very,
pays the bills. You feel
Very
me?
noble shit, dude. People shit on the retail workers and the fast food workers and the restaurant workers and the
Yeah.
waitresses and
Yeah,
it's like, man, dude, don't use our service then.
it's
pussy.
also a tight job to have
know,
now that
yeah.
I'm doing comedy.
oh hell yeah,
you know?
I bet, dude.
Yeah, like the hours they make sense. My hobby used to be I used to battle rap.
I knew you were in the food industry when I met you because of the headband.
Yeah, that's what started. Everybody was like, "What's up with the bandana?" I'm like, that's kind of what I wear when I work.
Did
So it just kinda
restaurants,
stuck.
I always wore one.
Yeah.
To keep your hair up out of your fucking face.
Yep.
And how long were you in the rap game for?
Shit. All right. So, fuck. It's wild. Like there was this. Do y'all ever watch battle rap? Ever?
Oh
seen
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Do y'all remember
when it was big on YouTube like 10 years ago?
Do you
I was-
remember a thing called Grind Time? And
yeah.
I was
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
No shit.
Yeah. So what had
I'm
happened?
gonna go back and check it
I'll
out.
check. Yeah. So I went by NFACT. It was NFACT. Don't ask me. It means
Hell
nothing.
yeah.
It means nothing at
Well,
all.
in
We'll
fact, it
play on
doesn't
more.
mean
In
anything.
fact,
It
yeah.
means
like
nothing
that.
at all. It's a hard name for people to really make fun of. I know that was one of my reasons because I didn't really ever want to be a famous rapper. I just wanted to make fun of people and make it rhyme.
What's the N stand for?
Well, let me tell you.
Heavy.
That's actually hilarious. I'm surprised no one's ever said that to me in a rap battle because people have tried
Now,
to.
when was the last time you did one? Like, did you like retire and like hang it up and you were done, or did you just
I-
kind of do it off and on throughout?
For
the
a while, I
years?
took it serious, like because I was traveling. I went to Chicago and
Hell yeah.
my first rap battle. It's on YouTube. I'll tell you about it. I went to Chicago to battle this guy named Yachty. He's from Chicago. And I knew the guy that was running. They had divisions. They had a West Coast Grind Time division, a East Coast, and a Midwest. When Midwest was the last one they came out with, I'm like, that's near me. I can go to fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm not traveling
Yeah,
to fucking
that's
LA.
not crazy.
Yeah. So I was good enough in my mind and like all my homies from rapping at parties and battle rapping each other that they were like, you got to do it. You got to do it. So I went, this guy Yachty ends up being like a Muslim. He looks like every,
I was hoping you would say he went on to become Little Yachty, and I was like, man, that's sick as
no,
fuck,
it's like
dude.
Yadi,
Yachty.
Yachty. And he's like
Audi.
he looks like any,
Like Nation of Islam Muslim or like an African boom bada?
no, like Islam. Like
Ooh.
he looks like, so I made a bunch of terrorist jokes is what I'm trying to say. And they all hit so hard.
Hell yeah.
They hit so hard. And all he had was like, oh, you're from Kentucky, fuck your cousin and all shit. And it's whatever, but it wasn't that funny. And my shit was so over the top offensive that
Hell
it didn't
yeah.
age well. But I,
And it never does.
but I won. And the funniest thing is, then it was such a good battle that they asked me to go to Minneapolis to battle this lesbian chick who was just going through people. Her name was Stitch. She was real good. She was just like,
That's a good lesbian rapper name.
it's a tight name.
And she
Yeah.
went on to become Stitch Is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
No,
not
she
it.
actually was in. She's gonna be in the live action Lilo.
She and
Stitch.
Lilo, yeah.
Yeah, because like Disney wants it to be about a gay thing now.
Just a gay alien. It's about
Was
how
that wrong
being
on the rapper
gay.
Stitches? Was there not a dude named
I
Stitches?
think there was. He had the fucking tattoo,
He got
yeah.
beat up real bad. And they
Yeah.
they paid. Yeah.
He
And
was.
I'm just trying to fit in.
He was like an influencer.
Tell me
he's-
your story, dude.
No, that's it. But the worst part about
That really fucking got him, dude. That made him chuckle, bro.
Hey, man.
the worst
That's
part.
one of my best Tim Core there. That's what he would have done.
Fuck
there, bro.
yeah, I
Tim
love
would've
it.
loved that. I gotta tell him to
Stitches,
watch
good
that.
old Stitches.
Yeah, we were outside.
Name one
D-List.
song by Stitches. Can anyone?
No, he had that one, dude.
I just got my
No,
ass beat
something
up.
about,
Who's
something
got
about
that
putting
song?
something in
I'm
your
not
face or-
racist. Who sings
That's
that?
fucking Tom McDonald.
It's Tom McDonald
That's in your
adjacent,
Mount
but
Rushmore, dude.
I
Tom
mean,
McDonald.
he's the best writer, the best poet,
yeah, the best wrestler.
revolutionary. Honestly, he's probably a
Joey
good
loves
stand-up
him.
comedian.
Joey loves him because he used to do
Brick in
stand-up
Your
wrestling.
Face, dude, by Stitches.
What's
man.
it called?
Brick in
Don't
Your
say
Face,
it like I'm
dude.
supposed to. You don't know about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brick.
obviously, brick in your face, dude.
Now, what you gonna do with it? That was the.
What you gonna do with that
Yeah.
brick
You know,
in
you
your
got,
face?
you got 10 crack
Yeah.
commandments, and then that they're like,
10
yeah,
crack
right.
commandments,
Yeah.
yo.
One taught me how to
1,
cook
2,
crack.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
you want to hear the funniest thing about
It's
the
a
lesbian
10.
rap?
All right.
Oh yeah,
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 love
yeah.
this.
no, go ahead.
No, you'll love
No,
this.
tell me about Minneapolis and the
It's
lesbians.
the most. So I to this day. To this day, people will come up to me and recite the lyrics, like people that were fans of that, of the lesbian battle.
I love it.
And it's bad because I'll be out with like friends or like my kids. And the first line I said to this chick was, "You suck at life, you fucking dyke. You should never touch the mic. It's like me taking a dish out of your hand and telling you how to scrub it right."
Oh,
And dudes will
damn.
just come up and say that to me now in 2025. I'm like, no.
We had a real
No.
celebrity on the show tonight and didn't even know, and that's amazing.
You should YouTube it later. It's funny.
I will.
definitely
I'm probably gonna be
going to.
listening to my. I'm gonna find a Spotify version.
I
of it.
also tell her that she had an abortion and she named the fucking unborn fetus Stanley Steamer at one point because she got it vacuumed out of her. I describe it real well.
I love it, dude.
And
You
she's
know-
just like getting demolished.
And our families are gonna love you.
I did a little bit of battle rap.
Did you?
In,
Fuck
in
yeah.
8th
What
grade.
was your rap name?
I didn't have one,
Beat
but
rap.
there was a kid. There was
He was too cool to have a
a
rap
kid
name.
that moved to our school that had like a studio at his house. No.
Nice.
This other kid, Mowgli, had the studio, but he was like,
was Mowgli his real name?
I can't remember what his real
Who the
name
fuck
was.
was Mowgli? Did I go to school with him too?
He dated the oldest Artiega.
Oh,
Something.
Reyes.
Something. Michael Reyes.
Michael Reyes. Yeah.
He had a studio in his house.
And they
This
called
dude-
him Mowgli, or
Yeah.
Mowgli was a different dude.
They called him
Mowgli was raised
Mowgli.
by wolves
Yeah.
and he met Baloo.
They literally called him that because he was a brown kid at our school.
That's
they called
a-
him Mowgli.
That or
That's how he
Rufio
got
is what
the
we
name.
always
Yeah.
called someone. It was
That's-
Rufio or Mowgli if
That's
you were brown.
insane, dude.
There was a good emo.
I
band
called him
named
fucking
Rufio.
Michael Reyes. That was
for
his
a little
fucking
while.
name, dude.
Yeah, well,
Anyway,
you weren't a piece of shit like we
yeah.
were.
You guys
Anyway,
were older than me,
Eugene
man.
that was his like known nickname. It was like Moo. Everybody called Moo because he was fat when he was a kid, but he still uses that nickname, and he's skinnier than me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, Eugene, this black kid from like Cleveland, moved to town, and he really rapped. Like he really could rap. So me and Rick and Drew Mefford, we would like fucking rap, and we battled this kid at the fucking fair. And I remember crushing him with some line that was like a variation of, like sounded like I was gonna say the N word, but
Oh,
I
I
didn't.
love it.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
fuck yeah.
I was like,
You really went Tom McDonald with
I got a
it.
Yeah,
gun
yeah,
and
he's
my
edgy
fingers
with-
on the trigger, so step back.
Oh,
Bitch.
and just
Yeah.
kind of leave it up to the crowd's imagination. I like that.
That's
And we did it
insane.
at the county fair, and it crushed. Now
So you had the crowd on your side right
Now-
off the bat.
Rick, he had a rap name. Tell him what his rap name
Skinhead
was.
Rick.
Skinhead Rick.
Whoa,
Because he shaved his head and he didn't know. There was a dude.
He didn't know that skinhead was a bad thing to be called.
Well, he was
the only
12,
reference to
Oh, he's a-
skinhead. There was a dude in Rancid that was like a classic punk skinhead, like the English version, not the racist version.
Yeah.
That his name was Skinhead Rob. He was in the band Rancid.
Yeah.
with, you know.
I'm
so
familiar.
he knew about that guy, knew that he had a shaved head, and thought that was just a cool shaved head nickname.
Nice.
So he
I'm
started
Skinhead
calling him
Rick.
Skinhead Rick.
Skinhead Rick, bro.
And when he went up to Eugene and said, "I want to battle rap you. My name's Skinhead Rick."
Does he have a Skinhead Rick hat?
That's
I hope
fucking
not.
insane, dude. I
No,
love
he's
it.
got a sweet Devil Driver tat though,
Sweet,
dude.
it is a
Was
badass
Skinhead Rick any good at battle rapping?
He had some
I know he's
clever
good at
shit,
lynchings
dude.
and burning crosses. But
I'm sure he had some bars.
We did.
I never got into rapping, dude. I just
No.
never.
No joke. I did it through 8th grade. Right, we did that like shit, and then up to this day, like Kerry Jones and Miguel Artiega and guys like that will be like, "Hey man, do a rap for me, man. Come do a rap."
They treat you like C Money, dude.
Yeah.
Do a dance
Yeah.
for me, C
it's
Money.
the worst.
Yeah.
Because I don't rap anymore. And Q Smoke, have you met the comedian Q Smoke?
yeah.
He used to apparently watched Grind Time, and there was a local one called Dope 16 in Louisville that I was real.
Oh, so he knew all about you.
And he just won't. He's always like, "Come on, man, you need to talk about it in your comedy." I'm like, I don't really want people to acknowledge that I did it. It's not
Oh,
like I'm
you
not.
could do
It's
some
not like
bits
I'm not
about it.
proud of it or anything. It's just I don't do it anymore, and people will ask me to rap.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
You want to do comedy now too, though. Like
That's it. That's all I wanna do. That's
so you
what
don't
I
wanna
wanna
be
do.
Tied to that, I get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it makes sense, man.
Yeah, that makes sense. There was a dude last night who had a bit about how he really he dreams of being a battle rapper, but he can't rap without making it gay.
See, I heard it. Was he black or white?
No, it was a white kid up in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. That's actually a funny premise.
Yeah, he would do one. He's like, I don't know. Let me try to do one off the top of my head. Like, got it out the mud, got it out the dirt. I get hard when a guy chews on his shirt. Something like that. And it just kept
The
going. He
fucking
did like
battle
3 or
rap
4 of
community is
them.
the most homophobic community ever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, because the easiest, there's so many good rhymes with gay slurs, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just too easy.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there's certain battles like people like, can I look up your name? And I'm like, well, don't watch this one.
Well, no, I'm trying to have a career in comedy now, which is of all career choices, the most likely of somebody to go through your social media history, next to like president.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna check your shit. But
And
now
that's
it's like
fine.
it doesn't matter.
I've never
Now
really
it's-
said anything that was like Like I've battled some black dudes, and they'll say like they'll call me cracker and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And I will be racist back. I won't say the N word, but I'll be somewhat clever about a stereotype.
Right.
Yeah, which usually goes well if it's
They're
funny,
gonna
you
find
know?
all my sad tweets, dude, from when I was depressed.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna
man.
find me
Got some
posting
shit.
lyrics like fucking cryptic
Yeah.
song lyrics.
Yeah.
You know,
You
and shit
fucking
like
bitch!
that.
You broke my heart. What's this
I hate
about,
you,
Joe?
Mom.
Yeah, like they're
But-
not gonna. They're gonna have a field day.
You
for
know,
me,
it's
dude.
almost. I would never play into it because it's corny and hack. But like, there's almost a bigger career opportunity if you are offensive and edgy and like cancel me type
Uh-huh.
of shit now. Cause it's like, okay, find my old tweets. I've got like a army of like trolls to back me up now.
Yeah.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
people getting steam that are straight up not funny. Now there's people that are funny. Like you could argue that Shane Gillis's whole cancelization skyrocketed his career.
Yeah.
But
It
he
didn't
is
hurt.
he is funny.
Yeah.
But then you got other guys who's like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of one specifically who's like
Who's that one boy you like from Cumtown?
Oh, Nick Mullen's amazing.
he's
That's-
funny though.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying like that's a similar like.
Similar, but almost the opposite because he can't get good work because of his podcast now.
Yeah.
Like he's talked about how he's been kicked off writing jobs and everything for his
That's
podcast.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I look at it this way. I joke about the shit on stage that I find funny in real life. So I'm not trying to be edgy. Like,
Yeah,
I
some
do
people will think
find
I'm trying
it-
to be edgy. I'm like, no, this is what I laugh at with my friends.
I find it funny though that SNL got rid of Shane and he was canceled for the Asian accent, and then SNL brought him back to do a Jamaican accent.
Yeah. Well,
like that's that kind of that's
that
that,
was a
Faustian
real-
bargain I'm on about.
that was a real Norm
Nice
Macdonald
callback, bro.
That's fucking
situation where it was, some producer at NBC that pushed the envelope
Right.
to Lorne to fucking fire him. And now Lorne's all buddy with Shane.
Yeah.
It was like,
Shane brought Bud Light back.
But no,
dude.
do you know who he just had a
He revived
special,
it.
the latest Fox News special. It's a comedian named Tyler Fisher.
Never.
They've had him on Kill Tony. They've had him on Joe Rogan. His only claim to fame is being in what's the Daily Wire movies. You know how they made those like fuck woke movies, you know what I mean?
So is he terrible?
He's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not-
He's like Babylon B. Every one of his jokes is like, I identify as an attack helicopter type of shit.
Oh God.
Hack.
Ugh.
But he just got, he got a Fox News special, and all the comedy circuits are sharing it as if it's a legitimate special, as if this is Bill Burr or
Interesting.
Chappelle dropping a Netflix
That's
special
the most.
and
ignorant
promoting
thing
it.
I've
And to
ever heard
me,
in my life.
that dude wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for cancel culture. You know what I mean?
I see.
Like he plays it in the opposite direction to conservatives. Like he panders so hard to fucking cancel me, dude. Come
Yeah,
for me.
got you,
which
you.
I think is like corny.
It
I
is.
love offensive comedy. I
don't-
love Jesselnick. I love that type of shit.
Yeah, but he doesn't acknowledge. You don't have. I feel like it's corny to acknowledge, hey, I'm doing this for this.
Yeah.
Jesselnick just has really
just
good
does,
written
yeah.
dark jokes.
Yeah.
He doesn't tell the crowd, watch, y'all have no idea how fucking edgy this. To say that's weird.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like when a comedian
That's
like,
when you know he's milking it.
or
He's
when a
milking it.
joke doesn't work and they're like, "Oh, I guess we're fucking too liberal of a crowd, too soft of a
Oh
crowd."
yeah, snowflakes.
And
And
it's
it's a lot
like-
of snowflakes
Yeah,
in
it's
here.
like, oh, okay, or the joke wasn't funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll laugh at racist shit. I'll laugh at homophobic shit if
Yeah.
it's funny and it's not digging. Like if you're not, it's one thing if there's a gay dude in the room you're like bullying and ganging up on by
Yeah.
making
Right.
fun of him. But if you say something that relates to gay people that is generally funny
Yeah.
Yeah.
and offensive, even gay
Hey,
people
I'm
laugh
an
at,
ally.
I'm in.
They'll never make me hate Larry the Cable Guy. Dude.
I mean,
Well,
let's
Larry
see,
the
Tom
Cable Guy would
McDonald,
get hate
Larry the
now.
Cable Guy.
Yeah.
The
Big,
all-star team. dude.
questionable
I wish you shut the fuck up about
sources,
Tom
dude.
McDonald for real, dude. He's
People
always
are
on
gonna
this
think
shit.
you really like
love
him,
that
dude.
guy, dude.
No, dude, Tom McDonald to me
That's
is
your favorite musician ever.
honestly
He's
that's
your
what
Eddie Van Halen, dude.
Tom McDonald
We've never
is
seen
what
talent
we
like
get.
this, dude.
I mean, I think that he's ahead of his time. He's going to be considered the best that's ever done anything.
Look, man,
Anything at all. Any architects doesn't matter. He's the best artist.
this is no hate to you and your people, but I think as a society, when we allowed white rappers, we allowed on their coattails to come in. And I'm not putting you with the Tom McDonalds.
Please do.
You know what I'm saying? But behind your Eminems and your like Atmospheres
Yeah.
and your people like that.
Idea, rest in peace.
You got your yeah, exactly. You got your Adam Calhouns and your Tom McDonald's.
Logic,
Fucking.
that's probably another one of your guys.
You got
yeah.
I actually
He's half
take
black,
back all my Logic
right?
hate.
Is he half black?
Yeah, he is half black. He's a
But-
quarter black.
But he's white.
No, I
bro.
wouldn't even think
He's a
about
quarter
Logic.
black.
Who's that other one that is white?
He looks white. It might be Logic.
Mac Miller,
No,
but I didn't. I like
Mac
Mac
Miller's
Miller.
legit. Lil Peep was legit.
Yeah, Lil Peep, some good sad music.
Yeah.
I love Lil Peep. No,
Not
he was
that.
fucking. It wasn't Logic. I wasn't trying to
Oh,
say his name.
the dude with the leather jacket.
Token, there was a white guy. That's literally.
Token's not bad.
He's good
though.
rap, right?
Token's good.
Hey, we got
Token's
20
good.
seconds on the timer.
Okay. All right. No. I know
Man,
who you're
what was
talking
his
about.
name, dude?
He wore a leather jacket and had his hair slicked back, right?
G-Eazy.
G-Eazy. Yep, that was him.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
care for him
Yeah,
either.
didn't
No.
like him, dude.
I don't think he was much of a rapper,
He's
though.
not. He was just a guy who looked good, who got a lot of pussy.
Yeah, and
No,
I
yeah,
think
I
he
ain't
was
mad
like
at him.
maybe
Yeah, I
a
can't knock-
producer
can't knock it,
first
but
or
he's-
Yeah.
something.
I know Logic's
Yeah.
not white.
To me, he's like Swizz Beats. He was like a producer, I think, for people. Then they
Yeah.
threw him on songs, but he wasn't like.
with my top
you know what I mean?
What do y'all think about Jack Harlow from Lil?
I could take him or leave
He went
him,
to the
but I
same high school
respect.
I went to.
I like what he reps Louisville.
He does a lot.
You know what
but
I mean?
it's not my cup of tea. But obviously, being from the city, I
Yeah.
can't hate on the guy. I'm glad he made. He's
It's
making
not
money.
music I would listen to, but I do like him and what he's
He
doing.
knows what he's doing. He's making music for girls.
Yeah. He's like he took the Drake route. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
he's
music
white
for the
Drake, yeah.
ladies.
He's white Drake, but I don't think he.
I don't think he's
drinking
gonna do
white
no
chocolate.
pedophilia.
he's
hopefully,
he hasn't gotten to that point.
who
in
had
his career
that
yet.
song about how his buddy was a pedophile growing up? Macklemore. Remember that song?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, in one of his
It's a
later.
crazy song.
It was
Yeah.
post thrift shop, post gay song that he won the awards.
You
for.
sure it was Macklemore?
Yeah,
it
he
was
had a song
Macklemore,
like-
dude.
Or no, dude,
It was Jack Harlow.
It was
That's
Jack
when he's like,
Harlow.
we found out he did this.
Yeah,
He's talking about
it
different
was
friends
Jack
doing this. He's
Harlow.
like, I gotta look this guy in the eyes, and he touched a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a crazy concept.
But also-
Yeah, dude,
very
that's
Louisville.
a premise that I could leave.
That's
they
Louisville to the core.
green-lighted that.
Yeah.
They listened to the album.
Macklemore.
He had an album listening party.
He
They were all like,
had-
all right,
Yeah.
Dad.
He gaslit
Yeah,
me
we
into
know about
thinking
your
it was
pedophile
Macklemore,
friend.
dude. I was like, damn.
No,
dude.
no. Macklemore just,
I was y'all listen to old school hip hop at all?
Oh yeah.
Y'all know y'all remember the guy Positive K?
That sounds familiar.
The hook goes like this, and it came on the other day at in the dish pit at my work. Some dude was listening to it. I'm like, this is the rapiest song I've ever heard. This is the hook. It goes, he's hitting on a girl, right? And the girl's talking back to me. She's like, I got a man. He's like, what your man got to do with me? And she goes, I got a man. He goes, I ain't trying to hear that, see?
Oh,
And,
no.
and I was
dude.
like, what the fuck?
And Biggie always
Dude, there's
talked
a
about
few.
doing the rapes too, man.
Who?
Biggie. He was all about doing
Oh,
the
yeah,
rapes,
dude.
He said he would suck someone's daddy's dick. They look so good in the song.
Dude.
He had a lyric that said that.
There's a Larry
Did he, man?
King
Is that
interview
dead wrong? He
with
goes
Bill
hard on raping a
Cosby
chick in
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
prior to the allegations, but not prior to. Open secret in Hollywood, prior to the Me Too movement. There's a Larry King interview from the 90s where Bill Cosby's just
Yeah.
like, Spanish fly, the ladies love Spanish fly. You put a little in their drink
find
and you
this
can
on
do
YouTube?
whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out there, yeah.
And you can still get Spanish fly at like sex shops and shit.
Oh, I
And it
know.
is a
No, I'm
straight-
just
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
I've been keeping
dude.
them in business for
And
years.
this is Jamie Shade, ladies and
Jamie
gentlemen.
Shade, ladies and gentlemen.
So before we go, you want to plug anything? You want to?
Well, shit, let's plug our show. That's the one that matters for me.
Big one, dude. March 7th.
March 7th.
8 p.m.
8
Doors
p.m.
at 7:30. Red Bicycle Hall, 124 East Main Street, Madison, Indiana.
I have a feeling it's gonna be one of the best nights ever.
It's gonna be
I
fun.
do. I
It's
just have.
gonna be
I have a
insane.
feeling it's gonna be a fucking.
It's gonna be
banging-ass
insane.
night.
And-
Tickets are still on sale.
I heard you talk about the podcast format. It's looking like, if I had to guess, I know Winkler's not staying. He has like his best friend's
And I'd
bachelor
say
party
Greg's
that
probably
night,
not gonna stay.
and I don't think
That's a
Winston's
good,
gonna
safe bet.
stay.
Yeah.
Greg Winston usually immediately pops his jacket collar and beelines for the
did.
door.
I did it
Yeah.
downstairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Did.
did.
So he said he was excited because he went to Hanover College, which is right
Oh,
up the
yes.
road. It's
Yeah,
our
yeah,
county. It's like a mile up the road from us right now. He wants to come back, and he's familiar with Madison and Hanover.
So he probably
and
got
shit.
some homies coming.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, he's gonna
Juggalo
come.
homies,
So I don't know if he's gonna stay,
homies.
but I think it's just gonna be you, Max, and Stone, and then us on the pod.
Ethan might want to do it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
Ethan
shout
might
out
stay
Ethan
for the
Rector.
pod. That would be
Yeah.
cool as
He
fuck.
might, I think he might want
It's
to.
gonna be a good fucking
Yeah,
time,
dude.
You all have to get tickets, bro. You have to come out March 7th, Red Bicycle Hall, Madison, Indiana. Tickets are on sale. If you follow the Instagram page, the ticket link is in the bio. If you're on Facebook, follow the Red Bicycle Hall. It will give you all the information on buying tickets.
I
on
hope
there.
they have 6 mics. If they have 6
And I should
mics,
read
because the
ads,
way
dude.
I'm
Dude,
Dude,
recording
that was
it,
sick.
Thank you, bro.
the
My
way
dick
I'm
moved.
recording it,
Mine too, bro.
I'm gonna use the mobile recorder and just record out of the main PA mixer. Just one line for all the mics. So that way there's no fucking qualms with recording as many mics as we can plug into their PA. We
Yeah.
can have that many people on stage at once.
Oh, we got a lot of holes there.
Yeah,
we
dude.
plug
I
in
hope
holes.
they should have a big mixer, I'm thinking. So as long as they have enough mics.
I'm excited, man. I saw pictures of the venue online. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, dude. It holds 150 seats.
Yeah.
175 total if we
Mm-hmm.
got people standing in the back. But the upstairs, which is going to be our green room, is
Nice.
fucking the whole same size as the downstairs.
The green room is
wide
where you
open.
get the Spanish fly.
That's where the Spanish fly is going to be. Probably going to get some za from the red pepperoni.
yeah.
dude.
Fuck
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna
a
be
good time.
nice, man. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
What?
be a
2
good
weeks
time,
away?
man.
2 weeks away,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
dude. And this Sunday, well, shit, this comes out Monday, so can't
Can't flug it.
can't flug that
Can't
one,
flug
dude.
that up, dude.
But yeah, come to our show that night.
yeah.
What other dates you got? Any of them?
Oh yeah. March 5th at Caravan.
5th at Caravan.
Then the 7th at the greatest show that's ever happened in
Hell
comedy.
yeah. I think my only scheduled
it's gonna
date
be
after
insane,
our
dude.
show is I'm finally doing Go Bananas.
I don't have
Mike,
any.
Nice.
on like the 14th.
I don't have nothing scheduled. I don't have nothing.
What the
planned
fuck,
at
dude?
all.
But hey,
Well, I want to get through our show.
The Boneyard.
Yeah.
You got-
that would
no,
be sick,
he's
dude. That would be
taking
so
the
sick.
first Monday he can after our show. He's
Yes.
taking off.
And we're doing
and
the
we're-
Commonwealth.
And he's gonna go with us. We're
Yeah.
gonna go to Commonwealth Sanctuary. It's that one in Bellevue I was telling you
Oh,
about.
James.
I'm
gonna
down.
come?
He's gonna go
I'm
with
down.
us.
Shady man.
Yes.
And we're gonna
Fuck
double
yeah,
up.
dude.
They do that B list mic is right down the street right after.
We're
so
just gonna hit it up, dude. We're gonna let them know what fucking time it
Yeah,
is.
We'll do that. That'll be my next plan, aside from like Chameleons, because I do that on Thursday.
Yeah,
Nice.
Every other week.
that's kind of our regular mic
Yeah.
now.
I want to hit that up with you too one
Yeah.
day.
I'll
that would
pick
be
you up
sick.
next week if we do it. The next week that we do it, we might do it next week. We might wait.
Give me a
week.
heads up. I'll ask off work.
All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
That
Yeah, I
one
would love
starts
to do
at
that. I would love
9.
to do a Monday run and hit Commonwealth and B list.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So
Yeah, we'll definitely take you up there with us. It'll be
Sick.
fun. And then one night, we'll probably have Stone and the guys come down to like Planet or something, because
Fuck yeah.
they've been meaning to once Jason and them went out, and so
man, this summer's gonna be sick as fuck.
Yeah,
We're
God.
always gonna be on the fucking road,
Dude,
On
it's
the
so
grind.
much more fun to hang out at the clubs
Yeah.
and shit because you can
Yeah.
sit outside and
Yes.
smoke and all that bullshit.
I do love the community of
I'll
it all.
probably
Yeah.
quit smoking next year. I think I'll probably give this year one more.
That's
year
the
of
one
cigarettes.
downside about
Just so I can
Louisville
enjoy it.
Comedy Club,
Just
man.
one last.
fucking puff with.
There's
my
not a
homies.
good. You got to go all the way through the front. I guess you can go out.
What,
the back
Louisville
and
Comedy
smoke.
Club?
Yeah, but
It's a pain. Can you? Do they let y'all go out the
not
back?
us. They
Yeah,
let
you
the
have to staff. Yeah,
yeah.
It is weird.
But no, we got to go all the way out the front. So that
And
kind of
that's
sucks.
crazy
But
because
Planet's nice
Ringer's a
'cause-
paid event. I like think I am staff, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I'm walking
I'm
out
gonna
that
light
door.
one up on stage, dude. This might be my one and only event at the Louisville Comedy Club, dude.
I really think we might be able to swing. You definitely wouldn't be able to swing everybody smoking in there, but you might be able to swing a Chappelle moment at Red Bike and say, "Look, I'll pay you a fucking $200
Oh,
cleaning
nice.
fee."
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say, hey man, part of my bit is that I smoke a cigarette during a joke, and I would just like to see if maybe it'd be cool with me maybe giving you some money and
And they say, "Fuck no, retard."
and that'd be fine. And that would
Event
that would
canceled.
be totally cool. But what I'm gonna do
For you
is,
even
is-
thinking that would be a
is-
possibility.
I'm gonna.
Like I got
I'm
this
gonna do
bit
this.
where I hit a chicken bone.
It's a fucking cigarette. It's not meth, dude.
I got
It's
this
fine.
bit where I ask somebody in the audience what they do, and they say that they're a CEO at a healthcare corporation, and I shoot them to death.
Is that cool? If I give
Name's
you,
Luigi.
I got-
pop, pop, pop,
slip you an
Opposed
extra
deny,
50.
defend.
I did see a comic do like a guy, he asked what he does. And he's like, "Oh, I work in healthcare," and he's like, "Oh, bang bang, watch out."
that's tight.
Oh, that was pretty
yeah,
good,
dude, I'm gonna ask him, man. It never hurts to ask, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, we love you guys.
I'll have a can of Zen. It'll be fine.
Come
we
to the
love you
live
all.
show.
This is Jamie.
Mwah.
Come see him March 7th at the This Place Sucks Live. It's gonna be badass, dude. We love you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Bing bong.